everybody, ODC here, and I'm back with another action figure review. Today's review, we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Hascon exclusive HellFire Club box set. Initially, I wasn't going to do this as a live review. I was actually took all day yesterday editing this review, and for some reason the file got corrupted and I lost the review. Basically, the audio was off with timing, and it was just a big disaster, and I spent all day doing it yesterday. I tried to get it up for you guys. I tried to do it on 2 different platforms, and there was no way I could do it unless I uploaded it straight to Facebook, and then a lot less people would have saw the review. So I figured today we'll just do a live review. It uploads instantaneously to Facebook, and it's just become a real kind of a headache with doing longer reviews. And this review, after I edited it, was around 45 minutes long, and it was just like the review itself that I had edited and all done. I want to say it took me about 3 or 4 hours to do, and then it was just like wasted. I wasted like half the day just on nothing. So regardless, I'm here today with the HellFire Club box set. I told you, I know I promised everybody a review yesterday, but I'm sorry. So I tried my best to get that up. But anyway, here are the figures in the box set. I'm probably, just because I don't have a lot of room here, what I'll do is I'll upload images of the box set itself and the box. I'll show the little invitation in this live review, but the box itself takes up so much space that, hey, how's it going, Brenda? That I'll probably just post pictures on my Facebook page and the Strident Facebook page. So be sure to come join the Strident Facebook page, and be sure to like my Facebook page. But I'll also be posting more photos of the figures and the box and artwork and all that stuff on those 2 platforms. I don't really post much on Instagram. That's why I don't. It's more of like my personal Instagram as opposed to my regular photo or action figure Instagram or whatever. So I don't really post much on that, if you guys are ever wondering. But here's the box set nonetheless. I purchased this last week in the, I think it was like a 2-day sale where these were in stock, and I ended up snagging a set. This set will run you around $80. I think pre-orders are still up. Don't quote me on that. Actually, what I'll do is, while I'm on here, I will actually check for you to see if they're still up. But the pre-orders are up for it. These, the sale last week was, like I said, 2 days, and it was for in-stock items only until they ran out of stock. I'm looking up Hasbro Pulse right now. They are in stock, just to give you guys a heads up. But I do have quite a few things to say about this box set, which I'll be repeating this 3 times now, since I did the review 3 times now. This will be the 3rd time I've done this review in the last 4 years. Let's see if they are. No, unfortunately, they are sold out. The pre-orders are sold out, which that sucks. The pre-orders aren't even available until next March anyway, so but we're going to get in depth with this. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. 3rd time's a charm, no? Yeah, I know, right? I know, Lo Monty. So hopefully 3rd time's a charm. Hopefully I don't screw anything up here. But, you know. So looking at the figures here, they all look pretty good. There's some new tooling going on here, some new sculpt work. I want to say between all 4 figures. There are some reused parts, which I will get to. I'm probably going to split this up into 2 parts of this review. It'll all be in one video, but I'm going to split. I will do the girls first, then I'll talk about the guys second, and I'll do them together. It just makes it easier, more efficient that way, and this way the review's not as long because it was taking long, and I've already gone on babbling long enough. So what I'll do is I'll do the first, then I'll do the guys second. So, all right, so we've got Emma Frost here, and we have the Black Queen, Jean Grey. I am surprised they're actually standing. Now, this is the first thing I want to talk about with this box set is the fact that these two figures are very difficult to stand. They're kind of just a centerpiece, and that's all they really are. It's kind of difficult to get them into dynamic poses and such. It doesn't really want to. The bodies don't really want to work that well, and the capes are really just a hindrance to the figure itself. They're a nice sculpt, and they are a problem in lies that there's so much weight on these shoulders because of how heavy this plastic cape is, that these weak knees that they have, which are the same weak knees, and I've seen other reviewers on YouTube that got this set ahead of time talking about, oh, the knees are better, they fix the knees, they're much stronger knees. So trust me when I tell you that these knees are exactly the same. The puck build a figure. Emma Frost legs are just as gummy. They're loose on my Emma Frost, and these heels have got to go. I understand that these are a good sculpt, and let me just get her out of the way really quick. But as you can see here, I mean, her leg is, it doesn't really want to hold. It keeps wanting to go from here to here, and it doesn't really hold all that well. There's a lot of play in this. These are very gummy. I'm just not really pleased with the way that she stands. When I get her to stand finally, she'll stand, but it's just not a fun action figure. When a figure just stands there. And I get Emma Frost isn't the most acrobatic character, but the problem in lies is that an action figure is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to want to have fun posing them and playing with them and collecting. That an action figure is supposed to do can't do, it's a failure, regardless of whether you have blinders on or whether you like the character or whether you love Marvel Legends or whether you love any action figure line. When the figure cannot work and do what it's supposed to do, it's a failure. And I've got to be objective about this. It really does look good. The little ruby or whatever the hell that is, gem right there. Obviously, it's not a ruby because it's not red, but the little blue gem in the center, the little clasp that keeps this cape together in the sculpt. How you doing, Woodman? How's it going? Is kind of poorly painted because, as you can see here, the paint is a little bit off on the top. It's not the end of the world. Obviously, the things that are new are the cape, the corset. This whole torso piece is all new. I want to think that this is a new sculpt too, because the underwear is actually sculpted onto the body. I thought these were going to be painted, and they're not. So from the thigh down, it's pretty much the same thing as the Scarlet Witch. And the issues with her are you still have the issues that you had with her with this figure. And I'll just kind of go to show you really quick. While this figure's hips were just hot shit, and this poor figure can't stand, even though it's a nice sculpt and I like the design and everything, she had this loose hip syndrome. Now, they did switch the upper hip, so this piece right here is different, but still in lies the problem that from here down, from the white boot down, it's still the same leg. And these are very gummy. Like I said, it's almost like she had a ACL, MCL, PCL um, injury, and her shit just wobbles all over the place, and it can't hold up all this weight on her shoulders. Her upper body just does not want to sit well. You kind of have to lean her forward a little bit when you're standing her and hope and pray that she doesn't fall over. Same thing with the Black Queen, whether you're talking about with her with the Celine head on, which that's what Jean also comes with. Jean, you kind of want to stand her and walk away. Now, I have some paint defects on her, and I don't know if you can see it right now, but it's right on her left boob is the paint defect. So I got that straight out of packaging. It wasn't my doing. I took it straight out of package, and there was like some scraping going on her boob, and then there was like black shit. And you know, it's not coming off. I tried to rub it off. It's not coming off. So there's another issue that I had with just setting her aside for a second. She'll probably fall over in a second. There's another issue that I had, and I'm scared to death to take this head off now because the hinge joint on the head is so wobbly. If you can see this, see that hinge joint kind of wobbling back and forth. I pretty much have to hot water this every time or take a heat gun to it every time and hope and pray that this hinge joint in the back that connects the head to the body doesn't snap off where it connects to the neck joint. It's like this close, like I mean a hair away from just popping off with a head and ripping the whole joint out. And I don't want that to happen. And I, I wanted to kind of note this in the review while I'm talking about it because it's something that you should check on your figures if you do happen to pick up this set. While there's some bright points, like I said, the Jean Grey head sculpt looks amazing. It looks beautiful. It's a brand new, all new sculpt. I love it. I like even the nicely sculpted cape, but this cape is yet again too heavy. I kind of was hoping for a cloth cape with an exclusive, maybe, with both. And I think a cloth cape would have actually balanced out the figures better for the females, and they'd be able to stand a little bit easier. But I do like the little sculpted rose right here. That's nice. I like the little choker that she's got. It's very punk rock of her. And let me just actually center that. So the buckle's in the center, so it doesn't look a little funky. And we'll push that down a little bit. But it is a separate piece, so you can move that around. You can also take it off if you want to remove this head. I'm going to attempt to remove the head and try to put the Celine head on. I'm kind of worried that I'm going to snap it, but I'll do it for the sake of the review. And then worst case scenario, if it snaps off, I'm going to have to contact Hasbro with some sort of replacement. Hopefully a replacement. I don't think they have any in stock. So anyway, talking about the rest of the figure, like I said, she does have this like paint defect or whatever the hell's going on with her left boob there. Which is unfortunate because it takes away, it's a really kind of an eyesore, and it takes away from the sculpt of the torso, which looks very well done. We don't get a whole lot of cleavage anymore as far as character design goes. They took it away from the 2-pack with Rogue. I think original design, she had a little bit of cleavage showing, and they said, no, you can't do that. It's 2020. But with this exclusive set, I think they're getting away with it. It's nice that we got a new sculpt. I like the sculpt of the corset. It's pretty much just a black plastic. But she does come with a whip and 6 different hands for Jean herself. White Queen Emma Frost only comes with an extra set of hands, so she comes with 4 hands total, where Jean comes with 6. We'll get to the hands and all that. I'm just kind of going through the body really quick. They are pretty much from the neck down the exact same from each other. One's just white and the other one is black. So the corset, the arm gloves, the legs, everything is exactly the same. And you're kind of getting that twice in this box set. And we'll get to that with the guys as well. But I gotta say that this is the head sculpt to have on this body, I think, even though I actually wanted this body for Celine instead of just having another Jean Grey in my display. It'd be nice to have another character. But unfortunately, and I'll bring that head in right now. Hopefully she'll stand there. The Celine head, as I'm dropping stuff. The Celine head is. What's going on here? Am I going nuts? I keep dropping things. The Celine head itself is not all that great. It's not the worst head sculpt I've ever seen. She's just got this. Something's a little off here. I don't know what it is. She just has like that porcelain doll dead stare to her, and I don't know. It's trying to look sinister, like a little sinister smirk, but it's just coming off creepy. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So I'm. Also, when you have this head on, it also hinders a ton of articulation. She can pretty much only look straight. You can get a little bit of range of motion to her right side. So when she looks this way, this piece will actually is a little bit pliable, even though it's a hard plastic. It will bend a little bit, but it doesn't look natural. She can't really look up when the head's on the body. She can look down like a little bit, but that's about it. And it really does put a lot of pressure on that hinge joint that's about to snap off on me. But there's the extra head. Now, and I've said this with exclusives before. If you're going to give us an exclusive box set, and it's going to be a short-run figure set, then just make it a 5-pack and just put this head on a new body or the same body, whatever. I'd prefer not to have to interchange heads in case I have some sort of quality control issue like I'm already about to have with her, with the neck peg. So I would kind of prefer that they just make this a 5-pack and put Celine in it instead of doing interchangeable heads. I'm not feeling that with expensive ass exclusives that have short runs, and then you can't, if something breaks, then you're up shit's creek without a paddle, So there's that to point out. Is that one of the new Rogue heads just with different hair? No, it's not. This is a whole new sculpt. That's a reuse from the Walgreens exclusive Emma Frost, where she came with the alternate head. This is a re-release of that head, but it fits the bill because that's what her classic look looked like. This is an all-new sculpt, all-new head as well. So this is, I don't believe this was ever released before. So that's pretty nice. So all the head sculpts in this, except for Emma Frost, are brand new. So there's that to point out. As far as, let me get to, I was trying to figure out who to go for first. She has more accessories, so we'll get to her first. If she's leaning back a little bit, it's just to balance her out because she doesn't want to stand. So as far as all the hands go, and hopefully I have all my, okay, we do have all my hands here. We have that, and that. Okay, so all of her accessories are as follow. She has one open hand right here. And let me just, I got 10,000 things on my desk here, and I'm trying to get situated. And I should have done this before the video, but I was in a rush, so bear with me. Gripping hand, a set of gripping hands, so of here, and then we'll go with that right there. So she's got 2 gripping hands for her whip, which is the same whip as Black Cat from all those years ago on the Moonstone body mold, the Black Cat. And I got to say that this Jean Grey's or Celine's whip, it looks like Black Cat's whip. This is just something they just threw in the box and we're like, that'll work, whatever. I have to say that this is a little bit more of a pliable, rubbery style plastic. It's a little bit more that she came with, where that was a little bit heavier. So there's that to point out. She's got the I'm going skiing hands. So there's that. There's a boob shot. There we go. Anyway, so here are the open hands for this. Same hands that we've seen before. It's the same hands that I want to say Emma Frost comes with as well. These are just in black, so we've seen that numerous times before. And then we have 2 fist hands for her as well. So there's that. And they all have the exact same hinge joints. So they both go back and forth. We'll get to that with articulation. But there you go, with all the hands and all the accessories for her. I mean, it's okay. I wish they kind of would have went with a different sculpt for the whip. It's not necessarily the best one. I don't really think it fits this character too well, but I mean, Celine did use a whip, so there's that. Like I said, aesthetically, both these figures look good. They look good, but they just don't function. They don't want to function that well. I can't tell you how many times during the review, I'm just trying to get them to stand, and oh my god, I can't, like, I'm getting lucky right now, but you don't know how many times, like, these are just falling over face first or backwards, and pain in the ass, man. And it was the same problems that riddled the previous figures, so especially Emma Frost. So I think they need to go back to the drawing board with the sculpt of these heels, and they need to just get rid of these legs. These legs are just the hot garbage. The hot garbage. Same hands for Emma Frost. She just comes with 2 sets instead of 3 sets of hands. So you got a fist hand and you have an open hand. The open hand is a different sculpt from that kind of gesturing hand like this. Emma Frost comes with a book, and she cannot hold this book at all. It's entirely too heavy for her hand, and it does not fit in that teeny little hand. Trust me, I've tried. You have to take my word for it. It will not fit. It can look up. She can look down. Obviously, she's going to have better range of motion with this off, but it is what it is with the cape on. She's very hindered due to the cape. Her arms can go up about here without the cape. She can do a full 360 rotation with the cape off. She's got a single bend at the elbow, which is more than 90 degrees, so good bend there. A swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. She does have a hinge joint, which goes back and forth, like so. Same on all the other hands, including Jean Grey. This new kind of torso articulation for her, she can crunch forward, and she can crunch back. It's kind of a diaphragm joint. It's not kind of a diaphragm joint. It is a diaphragm joint. But she can swivel and she can pivot side to side. Let's see if she's got some jive turkeys. Oh, yeah, we got some gobbles up in here. She's the turkey queen. That's right. The white turkey queen. So there's that. The legs can go forward. They can go back a little bit. Cape gets in the way. She can do the splits. She does have a double jointed knee, and she can point the foot. Let's try the other foot because that foot's frozen. She can point the foot, point the heel, and she's got she does have ankle articulation, but it's not really there. It's kind of that crappy heel Marvel Legends ankle articulation that isn't really an ankle pivot. It's not a true ankle pivot. It just is there and it moves around. So it's awkward if at best. So that's pretty much Emma Frost's articulation. Moving on to Jean Grey here. She has the better head articulation and range of motion than with the Celine head on. Her head can go way back. Her head can go down. She can tilt side to side a little bit. I'm trying not to mess with that hinge joint too much, but she kind of wobbles. So there's that. But we have jive turkeys up in here. So there's that. Arms can go up. Better range of motion with her on the arms, but that's pretty much it with the cape on. The arms can do a full 360 rotation with the cape off. She's got a single bend at the elbow. It can swivel also. Hinge joint, same thing pretty much as White Queen, Emma Frost. I'm just going to kind of go through the motions, tilt, swivel, all that stuff, side to side, pivot, blah, 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 blibbity blue blue, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there's blah, blah, blah. But that's pretty much it for them. That's all their accessories. That's their articulation. That's the capes and everything. Hers is kind of in this windswept, epic-looking cape form. I'll get a close-up of her face so you can see the choker collar and everything. It is a beautiful head sculpt. It really is. And here's the back of her head so you can see the bun and everything. It is really very nicely done. So, very good. Very good, good. Very good head sculpt. And then here's a close-up of White Queen, since I did not show that yet. Very well done. There's not a whole lot of paint shading going on with Emma Frost, but I don't think it's necessary. But looks good. So that's pretty much the girls. Does anybody have any questions that's watching this live that I could possibly answer for you? If you have any questions, or if you think there's something I missed that I can show you really quick, please let me know, as I am about to move on to the dudes after we do size comparisons. I'm getting my females ready. Come here, females. Oh, there they go. See? Let's get you in a standing pose, please. Come on. All right. Let's do some size comparisons here. Please don't knock her over, Emma. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. See, I have to kind of move her forward a little bit. These are both tall bodies because they're wearing heels. So, but here's the first comparison that I can make. White Rabbit meet White Queen. Black Queen meet Spider Woman. And they are taller than both White Rabbit and Spider Woman. So there you go. Hey, Rabbit. Next up, we have the Amazon exclusive box set Psylocke, and we have Karma. There you go with that comparison. And both Emma Frost and Jean Grey are taller, even with the Selene head on. They are taller. They're pretty tall females. And then we'll do some guys here. We'll do the new vintage Spider-Man. And we'll do Shang-Chi. Come on. Don't knock her over, you son of a bitch. There we go. Are you gonna stand? Can you stand, dude? No? No? I think there's something on the table that's bumping him. Yeah, I think there's something right there. Anyway, they are both taller than both of them. So, pretty tall. Pretty tall boys. Or girls, I should say. Next up, we'll do some tall people. Get some tall people in here. Get over there, you, Mr. Colossus. And he is way up there. Let me adjust my tripod here. Are you going to move tripod? There we are. And we'll bring in Mr. Rage. Let me readjust this because that looks funky. Get funky. All right. So they are shorter than both the men. So shorter than Rage and Colossus. There's that. And obviously they're going to be smaller than a Marvel Select. And we'll just bring in 2 more. Since it's so fitting, we'll bring in Wolverine over here. Come on, get on there. And that Wolverine is just a head swapped first appearance Wolverine. In case you're wondering where the hell that Wolverine's from. He's from the box set with Hulk. I just swapped the head with the Love Triangle 3-pack. And it gives you that more giant size X-Men look. Anyway, but there's Cyclops. Cyclops! Why'd my voice crack like that? That was weird. I sound like a T-Pain for a minute. Cyclops! But there's Cyclops from the 2-pack. Hopefully we get a re-release of him. I really would like a re-release of that. Hopefully in like the vintage card. But there you go. Those are all the size comparisons that I'm going to do with these two. Like I said, aesthetically, both of these women look good. Unfortunately, they're not all that great as far as functionality goes. The accessories are solid. They come with a decent amount of hands and stuff. As far as the accessory department, it's good, but that doesn't necessarily make an action figure good. Just throwing a bunch of accessories in a box and hoping that people like it. The Selene head, I think, is going to leave you feeling a little wanted. It is a dead stare right there. It's like, I'm gonna watch you while you're sleeping. I'm watching you. Okay. Anyway, so there is Emma Frost and Selene. Or Emma Frost, well, and Selene and Jean Grey, both. Moving on, let's get to the gentlemen in here. And I say gentlemen because, yes, they are gentlemen. Oh, hello. We are gentlemen. We are part of the HellFire Inner Circle. Oh, you're not good enough to be a part of our club. Oh. Pinkies out, everyone. Well, pat me on the ass and give me some tea. Oh. Gentlemen are randy. Oh. Do you have the other Black Queen and White Queen figures to compare them to? I do not have the crappy, ugly, holy moly, that body earlier Black Queen. No, I do not have that one. And the other Emma Frost is, I think, in Buffalo. So I don't have either one of them. I have the, I think it's the Puck Build-A-Figure wave Emma Frost, but she is not here. And I don't have the Walgreens exclusive one either. So this was really the only Emma Frost that I really wanted. I got to say that out of all the other Emma Frosts, I think she's a good one in this box set. It's the more classic look, and if that's what you're going for, then go for it. If you want a more contemporary, modern look, then I'd say go for the Walgreens exclusive one. It's probably a lot cheaper, and you'd be able to get 2 different style heads there. She's wearing a different, obviously a different costume or a different outfit than you might want for a more classic look, but I don't know, maybe the Puck Build-A-Figure Emma Frost will go down. Maybe that one will go down in price after this box set's out. I can't see them, just to point this out, I cannot see them actually just ditching this tooling, this new tooling. I could probably see these figures coming out as maybe a single card release or something like that down the road. Just to point that, it's a personal opinion of mine. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, as far as Donald Pierce and Seabass over here, Sebastian Shaw, go, they're pretty cool. I think this is these two are I want to say these are the bright point of the box set. You're getting a lot more new tooling here, new sculpt work. I think these heads are fantastic. I really think that they grasp both characters very well. I like the fact that you actually get two guns, and we've seen these guns before, but these, I'm just going to kind of show these really quick. This gun, nobody really holds this gun very well. I think they need to just ditch this mold and get rid of it. Um, the pistol grip on this thing is just too skinny, and not a lot of hands accommodate this all that well. It kind of flops around in a lot of hands. But both of these, I want to say this one's a lot better. But both of these, we've seen these in the Deadpool Wave Domino figure when she got those purple ones. So I'm probably going to give these to her and call that a day. And we'll move on from the two pistols that they come with. Donald Pierce comes with this, what you call it, mask for Wolverine, or cowl, whatever you want to call it. And we've seen this before. It kind of sits on the shoulders of Wolverine when he's unmasked. So he's got an unmasked little accessory he can hold on to. And Sebastian Shaw comes with none other than the Magneto helmet. It is the same helmet, just reused from the Family Matters 3-pack. As you can see, the pegs in there, kind of sitting in there. That is so it would fit into the Magneto head. So if you wanted to have the, what was it? I think it was the unmasked Magneto head from the 90s. That came with the more modern look with the black or purple and red, I think. Or black and red, whatever that was. The more modern contemporary one that came out about a year or so ago. You could put that head on the 90s one and then have him hold this if you wanted to. So there's an option there for that helmet if you want to go that route. He can actually hold the guns if you want to have him, because he's a Reaver. I think he's the head of the Reavers, actually. And we need a Lady Deathstrike. We're going to keep getting more Reavers. Like if we get Bone Crusher next in like a box, like a box set, or the Rider series, whatever the hell that's called, then we better definitely get a Lady Deathstrike soon. I'm hoping we do. Maybe in slow down. Maybe in that all villains wave, we'll get a Lady Deathstrike. I'm hoping. But anyway, I'll do. We'll do Seabass first. Let's get him in here, and he's looking rather scrumptious, if I do say so myself. Ooh. But he does come with two fist hands, which I think I'm going to have him posed with the two fist hands. He is an energy-absorbing beast. So there's that. The head sculpt looks really good on him. I'm loving the mutton chops. Looks really good. Digging those chops, bro. Can I borrow one of those chops for dinner? So moving on, we have a little tie or like a bow in his hair. I don't know what the hell the technical term of that would be. And just a hair tie for his ponytail. Ooh. Only in the inner circle do we dress like we're in the colonial times. Anyway, but I like the suit coat. Looks good. I think that these arms are reused from the Old Man Logan figure. I don't have that figure here, but just to compare, it is not the same arms as the Multiple Man, which had single joints. And just to prove that, here is the Love Triangle 3-pack, which used the same arms as Multiple Man. So it's not the same arms as that, just so you know. We got a double joint with this and a single joint with that. And I think this looks a lot better. I actually think that these are the arms that they probably should have used on this Scott Summers here. But, oh, and there goes that. Okay, we're going to play that game tonight, where everything just falls and knocks over, and I can't get through the damn review. Anyway. Gotta love live reviews, right? Anyway, the suit coat looks really good. Let me get my pointer out here so my fat fingers aren't in the way. We have some gold buttons right here. Looks really nice. Oh, how fancy. Fancy feast. And then you lift this up, and you can look at some of the black paint shading going throughout the kind of vest he's got right here for the three-piece suit look. Looks good. And underneath, as you can see right there, that is the shield agent body underneath this, but it's hidden really well, and they removed the tie. That's where that little gaping hole is, but it's covered up by his little collared piece right here. So you don't even see any of that, so I don't mind the reuse of that. And actually, this body does look rather well. He doesn't look puffy like some other figures, and we've seen some plastic coats in the past that really do look funky, as far as maybe they make the figure look like they've been eating too much turkey. Oh, but so there's that. These little cuff pieces right here are actually a separate piece, and they're just kind of added on. So I actually don't mind it too much, because they actually had these kind of cuffs that kind of poked out a little bit further. So it looks natural for this coat. If you look at some of the old colonial coats, it does have a tail at the back piece, so that looks good. The pants are all new sculpt here. Looks really good. We've got these like socks things. I think these are called, I can't remember what they're called. Let me know in the comments below what these are called. But these socks, and then we've got these shoes with the buckles on them, looking very colonial as well. So it almost looks like a leaping leprechaun there. Oh, down here, over there. Sorry. Anyway, but the shoes are nice and shiny. Looks good. Both Donald Pierce and Sebastian Shaw do use the exact same bodies. They're just different paint decos. So there's that to point out, where he's wearing the blue, the red, the gray. He's wearing brown, tan, and green. So same bodies, just different accessories. He comes with these cyborg hands, which I think are reused from Doctor Doom. And I think that because this has a pistol hinge and this has a regular hinge, where all of Sebastian Shaw's hands are regular hinge joints. So there's that, and we'll pop these hands out. And just to show you that these are a separate piece, you can pop these off. So there's that. And you pop those back on. And it's actually good that these are a separate piece, because they actually will hike up a little bit further. So if they're too far down and they're pushing your hand off the peg joint, you can hike these up a little bit further and you'll have better clearance. But they are equipped with extra open hands, so you have some gesturing hands as well, which is fine with me. So there's that. So you could have him kind of like this, and then we'll do what? We'll do his hand behind his back, and then we'll just go, pish posh, get out of here. So you could do that. You can do a bunch of different gestures, like him maybe holding I'd like to get a couple goblets, or maybe 4 goblets for the whole team here, and just have them holding them. He can also hold the book in his hand. I'm going to make sure I'm not dropping stuff here. He can hold this book that I've been calling the cookbook, that came with the Gray Beast that's been released already. But he can hold it in his hand if I can get the damn thing in there. Come on. Come on. You can do it. All right, I'll have to do this off camera then. Can't work with my hands extended like that. But he can hold it just fine. Let's fix that a little bit. There we go. He's reading his book, minding his own business. The book itself has a nice HellFire Club logo on it. This is also the same book that's going to be coming with the Fantastic Four Vintage Doctor Doom. He actually has 2 of these books in that figure set. So that looks good. I like the HellFire Club logo on there. Both men can hold the books. So let me get Donald Pearson here. And he can hold his book as well. He can actually hold it a little bit easier than, oh, bumping into things, than Seabass. Come on, buddy. There we go. Because his hands are a little bit larger with these cyborg hands. Sorry for bumping the camera there. But he can hold that. He can also hold the cowl of Wolverine. So if you want to have him maybe posed like this, holding that, he can. Obviously, the open hand, he's not going to be holding very much. You can get him to hold this one pistol in this hand. Kind of have to work with it a little bit because the hands are so big and bulky that he doesn't want to get his pinky on the bottom there, but he can hold it. It wants to like keep pushing out, but there you go. Just have to work with it. You might have to straighten that finger a little bit. I know it's a little bent right there, but he can still hold it technically. He also comes with an extra set of hands, the same gripping hands as Sebastian Shaw, which I will put in right now just to show you. So here we go. Pop that hand out. Pop that one in. Pop this one out. Come on. There we go. Pop that hand in. The other, this hand on the left here, on his left, actually does not really hold much, to be honest with you. It doesn't really want to hold the book. I guess it can. It doesn't hold it all that well. It's kind of loose in his hand. I'm not going to lie. See, it doesn't really want to work all that well. You can't really hold the gun all that well. It's kind of like limp wrist. You know, he's limp wristing it. But he can hold this gun very well in this hand. So if you wanted to have him holding it like this or something, you could. You could do that. So there you go with that. And as far as articulation does go, I'm just going to do it on the on Donald Pierce here, just because, well, actually, I'll do it on both. I'll just do range of motion on both. What the hell am I talking about? The head can look back or up, can look down, can pivot side to side, can do a full 360 rotation. I just snapped his neck, and now he's dead. Let's see, we got jive turkeys. Oh, yeah, we got some gobbles up in here. So there's that. Arms go up, down, full 360 rotation in the arm, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. He does have a wrist swivel, a hinge joint that goes back and forth. Same thing goes for that one. Like I said, the cyborg hands, this one goes up and down in a pistol form. So you can go up and down in that one. And then the other one goes left to right, so back and forth this way. So there's that hinge joint right there. What was I going? Oh, he does have an ab crunch, and he can crunch forward, even though the coat is there. I almost said cape. But he can swivel also. He has a waist swivel. He can do the splits very well. Legs go forward. They're kind of on like a ratchet joint, but you got to kind of work with them. Legs can go forward. They can go back a little bit. Upper thigh swivel. He's got a double jointed knee. Get this stupid thing out of the way. There you go. He does have a calf swivel. He can point the heel, point the toe, and we got ankle pivot. So there's that. Next up, we've got Sebastian Shaw. And Sebastian Shaw, he's whispering in my ear. He's like, what was that? You want me to do it in a voice? Okay, what voice you want me to do it in? Oh, okay. You want me to do it in the pish posh voice? Well, okay. Here we go with Sebastian. Oh, well, his head can move back about that far, okay? And then he can look down, oh, and then he can kind of pivot a little bit. Let's see if he's got some jive turkeys. Oh, so there's that. The arms go up about that far, go down, swivel. He does have a swivel in the bicep, a double jointed elbow. His hands can swivel at a full 360. He has got the hand slap. I challenge you to a duel, you buffoon. Back and forth, and the same thing goes for this side. Ooh. And then he can swivel. He can crunch forward for bowing sake. Oh, I'm going to dance. Would you like to dance with me? And then he crunch backwards, and he can do the splits. Not that a gentleman does the splits, but he can do it. Legs go forward. He goes back. He can swivel that beautiful thigh. Wonderful. Papa would be so happy and proud. Double jointed knees. We've got a calf swivel. Come on, swivel that calf. We've got a pointy toey, a pointy heely, and we've got a little bit of the piv. There you go. Oh my god. How wonderful. So there's the articulation. I hope you guys appreciated that. No, I'm not drunk. I'm sober. And now my dog is letting me know. Stop doing that voice. So there is articulation with Donald Pierce and everybody. Let me get everybody in here. For some reason, Donald Pierce is wanting to, these legs are not wanting to stay all the way back like that. Well, you rolled in at the wrong time? No, you rolled in at the right time, is what you meant to say. There we go. Do that. Let's get his cyborg hands back in there, because that's really what I want. There. That's what I want. I thought it would have been really cool if they would have included for him, you know, kind of how Mr. Fantastic had removable arms. I thought it would have been amazing if they could have given us some sort of removable arms here, like Mr. Fantastic, and then could have added in like a battle damaged cyborg arm for him. I thought that would have been amazing. Or two arms, for that matter. That would have been dope for him. I would have loved it. Gaz, how's it going, buddy? All right, let's bring in our ladies and we'll call it a day. Oh, actually, we got to do size comparisons. What the hell am I doing? A badur. So we'll get these guys over there. All right, first up, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll go with the same people. Oh, excuse me, burperino. All right, so there is Shang-Chi, and here is Spider-Man. There you go. And I want to say that they're pretty much all the same height here. If Shang-Chi looks a little bit taller, it's because he's kind of leaning on something there for some reason. But they're all the same height, and Donald Pierce is kind of leaning backward, but they're all the same height. And then we've got, we'll do these two again. Bring in some females. Bring in the White Rabbit. And we'll bring in Spider-Woman. And White Rabbit is actually taller. So, even not counting the ears, she's a little bit taller. And then next up, we'll bring in Zikarma. You bring her in. And we'll bring in, why not? Let's bring in Psylocke again. Let me fix her arm. I don't know what's going on here. Her effect fell off her hand. There you go with that. And then we'll do, what will we do? Some big boys. Bring in the big boys. And then we'll do Rage. There you go with Colossus and Rage. Those down there over there. And then last up we'll do Wolverine. And we'll do Cyclops, because this is fitting for them. Yeah, Woodman, it's a decent Colossus. I think it works well with the giant size X-Men. I have the Marvel Select with my 90s X-Men, which is a good one too. It's a really very good figure. So there's the size comparisons with them, and I think that's pretty much it. Let's bring the ladies in here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on everything, my Jerry Springer final thought. Let's get him in a pose. Kind of have him do the... Well, actually, we'll have him holding... Oop, I'm dropping stuff. Err. We'll have him holding Wolverine's cowl. Come on, get on there. There we go. There we go. That look good right there. That look good. And then we'll have a fist hand right here. Where's your Mr. Fisty? And you can use the fist hands also with Donald Pierce. They will plug right in. We'll have him doing this pose again, because I really like this pose. It's very simple, but let's fix these legs so they're kind of like a... He's kind of doing like a little thing here. Stance. There we go. Do that leg, one leg out, one leg in stance. And then we'll bring in the ladies. Hello, ladies. Like I said, both ladies have a really good sculpt. It's just these goddamn legs, man. Ugh. It's rough. Oh, don't move. Please don't fall. And you're going to fall. There we go. She's going to fight me every inch. Every step you take. Come on. How are you going to stand? This is what happened last night when I was trying to do size comparisons. These two were just giving me a hell of a time. Just trying to get a neutral pose. She's going to fall. I can feel it. All right, let's get, what should we use for her? Oh, and there they all go. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. And that was all Donald Pierce's fault, too. That was not her fault. Jerk. You big bully, Donald. Ronald McDonald. There we go with this. Let's get that hand in there. Come on. Work with me, woman. I am going to attempt to take this head off. I am cruising for a bruise and I can feel it. I'm trying to take this damn head off. Holding the hinge down while I pop this off. And I'm hoping and praying that I don't do something stupid. There we go. Oh. Okay, so just to kind of prove my point really quick, just to show you what I'm talking about, look at that. Ooh, I don't like that. It just worries me. It really does. I don't like how loose that is, and it's wobbling back and forth too. So that's what I was talking about. If you couldn't visualize it, there you go. I'm going to put the Selene head on now. There we go. Come on. Come on, buddy boy. Get your damn head on your shoulders. There we go. Kind of hard to see the choker collar with the Selene head on. I'm not going to lie. We'll get her with a fist on the other side. There we go. And then we'll have her in a sassafras pose. Here's what she looks like with the head on. Let me get this choker down a little bit further. Looks funky sitting that high. Come on, Trident, be true to me. I need you to be true. There we go. So there's what she looks like with that head on. Let's see if I can get her to stand properly. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Woodman. I'm not feeling this face. It's just not as good as the Jean Grey head. So I'm assuming most people will probably go with the Jean Grey head. The other issue that I did want to point out is that these legs really want to start doing some bow-leggedness. It's like the natural way for these legs to, they just want to be bow-legged. I think it's just the fact that the capes are weighing down their bodies so much. And you and your legs, dude. You gotta, come on. Yeah, his legs just keep wanting to move. Stop moving. No, sir. No. There we go. That's a little bit better. A little bit more of a dynamic pose there. And then you, sir, can just stand at attention. There we go. And then we'll do Emma back here like so. I like her with the open hands, to be honest with you. Please just stand for fucking 5 minutes. Good Lord. It's like it's so hard to get that sweet spot. God, you really have to like work it. She's making me work for it tonight. You don't know you kind of like the Selena head? The Celine head is, I mean, it's all right. It's just that kind of boring blank stare she's got. You know? I don't know. Personally, I like the Jean Grey head better, but I'm actually probably gonna have her posed with the Celine head because I wanted the Celine character. I have enough Jean Greys as it is. I feel like I'm Jean Greyed the hell out, you know? Too many Jean Greys. But, so my final thoughts on this set, I gotta say, you know, it's a hesitant, I'll give it a hesitant 2 thumbs up. Let me get my other thumb in there. A hesitant 2 thumbs up. I understand where the market's going to be on this set. I understand that this was actually supposed to be an original San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set. Thank God it wasn't, because I'm guaranteeing you a lot more people got a chance to actually get this set than if it were a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So I'm glad SDCC was canceled. I feel like Hasbro Pulse should do this more often. And as far as my personal experience trying to acquire a exclusive set off the Hasbro Pulse site, I'm going to be objective here and tell you it was a very easy process. They had the digital line system, so when you logged on and tried to purchase something in your cart, you were in line. You were actually in a digital line, so you got a chance to actually hold a spot to get one of these. And it was only one per customer. That's the other thing. You could buy multiple sets, but then you would have to get at the end of the line digitally and try to start a whole new purchase. So could you buy multiples of this? Yes, but you would have to get the back of the line after. So I just needed one set. I wanted one set. That's all I needed. I don't need 10. I don't need 2. I don't need 4. I just needed 1. That's all. So I would say, like I said, it's a hesitant 2 thumbs up. This was an $80 set, and I think it's every bit worth of that $80, $20 per figure, and they come with accessories. That's fine with me. I don't have a problem with that. If it's anything more than $100, if you're trying to search for one on the Evil Bay, um, don't. My personal recommendation: don't pay more than $100 for this set. Really, please don't do that to yourself. I just don't think it's worth it. I really don't. And I understand there's a lot of diehard Marvel Legends collectors out there that'll probably disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. But personally, from one collector to another, I've been collecting a very long time, and I just don't think this box set's really worth $100 or more. That's my personal opinion. You can agree or disagree. That's entirely up to you. But I just don't see it. $80, sure, sign me up. Even 85, 90, fine. But no more than 100. I would not pay that. It's just you're not getting the quality that you think you are, especially with the knees on the women. No. I would definitely love to see the rest of the team down the road for the HellFire Club. That would be nice, I think. Some of the accessories were also reused. We got the domino guns. We got the Magneto helmet. We got the book that came with Grey Beast. We got even the cyborg hands, I think, are from Doctor Doom, from the Fantastic Four wave. The sculpt on all of these, they do have new sculpting, so I can't knock them for that, but the legs on the females are just, it really just I can't drive that home enough. It just annoys the shit out of me. The capes look really good, but I wish they were cloth capes because I think it would help the figure balance itself out better. I like the sculpt of the corsets and the long gloves. Those are actually sculpted on to the forearms. Or not the forearms, the biceps, excuse me. But I really just don't like those legs at all. Even the underwear is sculpted on. For the men, there's a lot of new tooling there with the suits, the jackets, and the legs are new sculpt, even the feet. But like I said, I still would recommend it, but for the right price. Stick within your budget. Don't overpay. Don't pay scalpers, please. It's just not worth it at the end of the day. These are Marvel Legends. Regardless of whether exclusive or not, they're still $20 figures, and they're mass-produced. I understand that this set isn't mass-produced, but at the end of the day, if they're $20 figures, they're $20 figures. That's kind of what the issue I had with the Pyro and Rogue 2-pack. Those are below $20 figures because they don't really come with all that much, and they're $50. So I don't know. That wasn't really worth it. This is meeting that quota. It's just meeting the quota. So I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. I like all the head sculpts on them. The Selene head is probably the worst out of all of them. The Jean Grey head is, like I said, much better. Much better. But I don't know. Do you guys have any questions for me? If not, I'm going to end the review here. But, okay, take it easy, Woodman. Have a good night. If anybody, like I said, if anybody has any questions about anything, you need to see something else, let me know. And if you do, like I said, if you do want to see photos of the box and all the exclusive stuff, I will be posting that on the Strident page and on my Facebook page, and the links are in the description box below if you want to check those out. I'll probably be uploading those right after I get done with the live review here. So, and if you're watching this on playback, like I said, you can go check it out on my Facebook page. They'll be posted up there. So be sure to check the photos of the box. I'll wait for you guys if you guys have any more questions. If not, like I said, I'll end it here. I'll start doing some shout outs while I wait for if you guys have any questions. Brenda, thanks for popping in. Action figure expert. Low Monty, thanks for popping in, buddy. Zorpox, as always, brother. Woodman29, thank you. HoloNet. HoloNet. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. She has a beauty mark on her right side. Sorry, I didn't see that. I think that's it. Gaz, thanks for popping in, buddy. And I think that's it. But, okay, so I will end it here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Expect a... I'm trying to think of who I was going to do next, just so I can give you a heads up. What review was I going to do? I want to do a Joy Toy set next, so I'll probably be doing that. I'm going to attempt to do another edited review. If that doesn't work out, I'll probably just continue with the live reviews like I usually do. But expect a Joy Toy review next. I did have one in the works, so there's that. And then I'll be continuing because I have a whole bunch of Marvel Legends and Joy Toy stuff to be reviewing. That's pretty much what's been going on lately. Other than that, I think that's it. I do have some Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures that I've picked up lately, so there's that as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, as always. You guys are all awesome, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Enjoy your weekend.